for 2020 career. Your thoughts? Well, first of all, hit the share button while we're live. Please tweet out. Well, so yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Share. Copy link.
Heidi.
Oh, give me 2 seconds, guys. Hello. Ah. Yeah, you just caught me in the middle of a broadcast. I can call you back. I can call you. I'm free this afternoon. Yeah, sorry about that. Literally, I just started it, and yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Alright, cheers. Thank you. Sorry about that. Bye. Sorry about that, guys, but we'll get back into it now. Let me just give me to tweet this out. So otherwise it won't be shared, will it? Great. Right, let's get on with this. So I'm in the middle of practice 1 at the minute, so just going through the testing program.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 20.1.
Car setup. I'll adjust the car setup next session. Do it on more relevant tyres. Right, for those that don't know much about Formula 1, the hardest tyre is the worst one to be on in terms of outright performance. In terms of durability, is the best one to be on because it lasts the longest. The more durable the tyre is, the less fast it is, usually. So you got soft, medium, hard, and they have literally those soft, medium, hard. They have 5 compounds in total, but they pick 3 of them depending on which circuit. So this one, I don't know which one they used for this one, but never let go of the acceleration, mark of a good driver. Oh, I have to get the rest of that comment, because it only shows part of the comment. I don't know why that, but yeah. Give me 2 seconds. Charles, what is Turkey for the club again? Is he?
To view current strategy and race
It's a
objectives,
transition year for Arsenal.
to open the
Our
multifunction
season is
display,
done,
and then
according
press
to
it
the
again to
journalist.
cycle through till you reach
It's
the
been
strategy
to
and
be honest,
objective screen.
quick Guna, it's been a transition period since we left Highbury. Well, since the Invincibles, right? This myth that we're always that this year is a transition year, it's been the same since 2004, since the Invincible team. It always has been. Never use the brakes, it's more fun. Yeah, if you like going into a war every time. At some point in some corners you actually do need to brake. But we'll end it on that one.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Hamilton, Verstappen, and...
So yeah, I'd love to know, what did... So he says it's a transition year. Well, he's obviously not woken up for the last... then 16 or 17 or fucking years now. I'm sorry, but we've always been in transition since, like I said, since we've lost the Invincible team, right? This is the same story every year, right? It's what the board keep mis-telling you all the time. Yeah, it probably is. He'll do anything to get a special... Yeah, a guy will do anything to get a special interview with... This is why I don't believe half the shit he says. Because while you wouldn't... Right? Because he knows if he criticises the club in any way, he ain't getting any special interviews. This is why these days, you'll find a lot of fans will rather go to YouTube channels like the Football Terrace and stuff like that, where it's not unbiased. Like, even AFTV at times can be like strict and critical. This is why they go to them to get their sources of information. Because these journalists will literally do fucking anything to get an interview. They literally will. And you even find it in F1 journalism at times. They'll do anything to get a special interview with a team or a particular driver. Right. So yeah, this is why I never believe half the shit they say. But I will probably mention it in tonight's, because tonight we've got half the press show tonight at 7 p.m. No, 6 p.m. Sorry. So yeah, if you can tune into that later on, we could discuss that. We'll be discussing Jose's downfall, which is a subject that I am going to enjoy. Nah, in all seriousness, it's shocking to see his downfall the way it is now. Like, he's undoubtedly the second best manager in English football at this present time. If Pep stays the way he is, he'll outdo him, right, in terms of the best Premier League manager. Especially if Pep wins it this season, because he would have matched him in Premier Leagues. But yeah, he's undoubtedly, in terms of records in the Premier League, he is the best Premier League manager, second best Premier League manager in its history since Yeah, since it was formed in 92, I believe. But yeah, keep getting your comments in, get people to share the stream while we're live. So yeah, I'd love to get your comments in and your thoughts in at the same time. But anyway, we can get on with this. So need to develop the car setup. Do qualifying pace first. Because I already have a set sort of custom setup for each circuit. But then I just adapt it to how the car is and what
just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
I love that party set. I'd love to go, if I ever got to go to Mexico, I'd love to watch the Grand Prix in Mexico in that stadium. Because you get the podium celebration. If you're turning, I'll show you when you come back. No, it's not slowing me down. This is exactly how they brake. They brake just at a 100-meter board, which is exactly what I did. Right, I'm not one of those multiplayer people that just decide to just drive into everybody. Alright, see, tell me not to use the brakes so much. Okay. Let's see what happens.
And a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
I missed the braking point. And then I'm out of shapes for the next corner and the next corner. Yeah, but I'm out of shape for turns 2 and 3, so I've already lost valuable time. Watch, if I do this, and wait, and wait, and wait. One I lock up. See, I have to cut the curve to get back online. Sometimes braking a little earlier like that sets you up for turns 2 and 3. Right. Of course it's about speed, F1 is about speed, but you actually gain more speed if you sometimes brake that little earlier and set yourself up to turn 1 nicely. You set turns 2, 3 up, right? With those sort of corners and chicanes, sometimes it's better to, you have to, right? The key to chicanes are that you and the whole point of F1 is, the whole point of F1 is to be slow in but fast out. Your exit is the most, yeah, but that's how you lose even more time. You lose too much time because you don't set yourselves up for chicanes or a fast exit. Right, in F1 you have to be slow in and fast out. It's all about your exit speed. right? So if you're slow in and fast out, then you'll get maximum speed down the straights. If you're fast in and slow out, you lose seconds down a straight. So it's always been with F1, slow in, fast out, maximising your corner exit. That's why when it comes to chicanes, it's always better to be slow into the first corner, right, to set yourself up for the second corner so you get the best exit. Right, your corner exit is more important than corner entry in terms of what the speed you're doing. Go ask any F1 driver, they'll tell you that. But yeah, what do you think of the new McLaren launch? Quick Gooner. Anyone in the chat, what does anyone think about the new McLaren launch? Your thoughts on it? Right? Do you think it's just the same as last year's, just painted with the Mercedes engine in it? Because don't forget they're running McLaren Mercedes this year, with their new as their new power unit. So Renault have lost yet another. Haven't seen it. You find it on the website. Find it all over Google. Yeah, definitely look into it, because there's not much difference, to be honest. There's a little adaptation in terms of aerodynamics. They've reduced the aerodynamic downforce to about 10%. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same as last year's with a new Mercedes engine in it. But let me just think.
We're top of the speed trap, 215.4 miles per hour. From time to time, I'll ask you if you want to change to a new strategy, or if there are any particular car adjustments you would like made in the pit stop. When I do so, a prompt will appear on the MFD showing how long you have to respond.
Let's go.
To answer, hold the radio button to open the radio screen. This will display your available responses. You may either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen. Some consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into the race strategy.
Just give myself some breathing space. I love to see what Mercedes are doing in their livery this year. So obviously they did black livery at the start of the season for the Black Lives Matter movement and the racism movement. I wonder if they're going to keep that up for this year. If they do, it's pretty classic. It's still like an important issue that needs to be addressed and needs to be sorted. And at least in Formula 1 they're making steps to address it, unlike FIFA, UEFA, or fucking FA. And if they're actually taking action and help fund the new Hamilton Commission and stuff like that. But I wonder if they're going to keep the same livery as last year, because on this aesthetic look, it looks pretty cool. I think they might do.
Super job so far, we're getting great data. Stay focused. Keep it up.
And the stadium section. The reason I loved it is that there's the podium. So imagine having that seating in this grandstand, where first you get to look at the cars for longer because they're braking, so it shows you game. Right, but at the end of the Grand Prix you've got grandstand seats.
Super job so far, we're getting great data. Stay focused.
No, Google. I spent half the time cooking it up. Like I said, leave a like on the video, subscribe, share the stream while we're live. Right, let's get people involved, let's get people talking. Right. Which car launch are you looking forward to the most? Right, any news on Arsenal that you want to talk about? Don't forget we've got Half the Pressure at 6 PM tonight, so make sure you tune in for that. I think for Arsenal fans we would love to talk about Jose's downfall.
Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Oh.
Best lap so far is a 1 minute 16.
Plus also I'm looking for anyone who wants to play me on PSN. Does anyone want to?
We're top of the speed trap, 216.2 miles per hour. Your drag reduction system, or DRS, allows you to gain speed on certain straights. We call these areas the Drs Zone. You can use your DRS in these areas at will during practice and qualifying. But in the race, DRS is only available if you're within 1 second of the car in front. The bar at the bottom of your MFD will fill up as you approach the DRS zone, and once it starts flashing, press the DRS button to activate. I know the team back at the factory put in a lot of hours getting the car ready for you this weekend. Let's repay them with a strong performance.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Stevens, Hamilton.
Right, so change the parts, view, still got to develop them yet. See, the parts in orange are the ones I'm going to lose to regulation changes.
Hello. Just trying to...
No, I'm live. Yeah, I've got regulation. These parts in orange, if I don't adapt them, I'll lose them to regulation changes coming into the next season. So you try and save as much points as you can during this season, so you can then save them. Otherwise, you get set back. Because if you save them going into the next season, you have such an advantage.
Ers Management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Should be playing this on the steering wheel. You've got a Fanatec steering wheel that you use in eSport, but just can't be asked at the minute. Oh, and it's starting to rain. How lovely. In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can while keeping under the minimum. See, that's what happens when you just do speed. Plus also, it's not helping.
later.
Done. Now we can get to the fun part, which is qualifying. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Stevens, Fiat, and Antonio Giovinazzi. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Quick goon on. Let me check that message for you. It doesn't come up fully in there. How many likes we got? Come on, let's up the likes. Let's up the likes. Let's get people involved so we can up the likes. Benfica will be a tough, gritty game. Whoever gets more goals will win. A hitter. Some people saying it's not the Benfica of old, but I still feel the way we've been playing, it's going to be a struggle. I wouldn't be surprised if we knocked out, to be honest. It's just the fact of our form is just not been good enough. That's not me just personally digging out the manager. That's just our performance on the whole during the season. It hasn't been good enough, and that's a mixture of a board not giving us the right players, not investing fully behind Arteta. If he loses, he has to be gone. Yeah, because that's his last chance of Champions League football. And I've always said, I've always said this. If he at the start of the season, I wouldn't mind taking 5th, but he then goes and wins Europa. If he lost in the final in Europa and he got 5th, we missed out by a dubious decision on that night, or we lost by top 4 by 1 or 2 points out of our control through bad decisions or something during a game, I'd say, yeah, I could see improvement. That's genuine improvement from where we were. But if we play like we have done, I want to go to Conky, mate. I want to do more than just speak to him. Let's just put it that way, and I don't condone violence. He can choke on his fucking billions. Chris, nice to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I hope you're doing well. What I will do is next time I get to 600 subscribers, there will be a couple more mods added. So if you're regular in the chat, you may be modded. That's if we get to 600. So so that, and there's no other mods going on until then. But yeah, get yourselves involved. We've got 6 PM is the Hot Off the Press show again, so get yourself checked out on that. Leave a like on this video, subscribe. It's good to hear that you're well, mate. Did you see Yasmin on AFTV? No, I haven't watched AFTV in a while, mate. That's because half the stuff they're coming out with at the minute about the manager, I don't believe in. That's just my opinion, and I think it's just like a bit far-fetched, but they're their own opinion. Because I disagree with their opinion, I decided to watch something else, and I'm more. Plus, it's not been the same without Troops or some of the other regulars. Whether it's the football terrace for me, it's got, for me, it's one of the best. It's one of the best on YouTube. Like, what Terry does on that channel is fucking brilliant. I love him. I love what he's done. But Ty on a date though, Ty is 50 years. He's 50, older than Kenny Ken. I still need to check that video out, man. But I mean, that's really funny. I've got to check that out. But yeah, man. Ty on a date and he still wears his fucking Arsenal gear on. Oh my god. Oh, I love Arsenal and I love F1, but I'd never wear an F1. I love, at the moment, F1 and Arsenal in a minute. Because the way, like, what the satisfaction I get out of it. Like, but even if Hamilton wasn't winning in F1, I'd probably enjoy it more still, because I know everyone puts 110% by it. There's no lackluster performances, but it's just, honest to God, I would never wear a Mercedes or an F1 or an Arsenal shirt to a fucking date. Ever. Ever. It was a mixed night last night for my teams losing. My teams, Carlo losing, Liverpool winning. I was expecting it to be the other way around, to be honest. Wow, fuck. Man, like, do you know what? I used to big up Upamecano, no? It just looks like I was just jumping on the bandwagon about so many people. But I thought I had a right to be, because I'd never seen him play. Right, and I was just going off what a lot of social media was going on about him. Right, and I was literally saying, if he's that good and we've got 38 million euros for a buyout clause, then we'll go for it. But now I can see why people aren't gone in for him for, if he's really scored the 38 million. He was suspect. I saw parts of that and he was like, fucking hell, who's better, David Luiz or him? Honest to God. Right, he looked dreadful, and I'm like, is that what we've been hyping over? Jesus, right? Honestly, but yeah, I mean, you never know. He's still 22, 23, so he's still got a long time to develop as a defender. So we hope he can prove. Maybe if he goes to a better team with a better coaching, he could become a better player, but I wouldn't invest in him right now, to be honest. I wouldn't. The
fans really seem to enjoy that. It made it look easy. Was today a good day for you?
Yes.
How does a car handle in the wet? Do you have any worries going into the race?
Leipzig was suspect.
What was the secret?
Yeah, Leipzig have always been very open in their defence. Nagelsmann is a young system manager, doesn't have another way of playing. I do agree with what a lot of terrorists were saying yesterday. They don't have a set way of playing. So, yeah, I get where they're coming from in a minute, but yeah, I wish we had Ozil back. No, I won't, no. I won't want that prick anywhere near me ever again. Right? There's only one, like, sort of person that, like, that could be off that much, and that's me. He pulled sickies that often in any other business, he would have been sacked. I mean, honest to God, no, I'm not having that 350 grand's worth of rubbish sitting on the sidelines any longer with the plane doing fuck all. Right, he gave us 1.5 years. Right, we gave him a 350 grand contract for 1.5 years of football out of a 3-year contract. That's how stupid we were. Right. And as soon as he got that contract, what did he do after that? Fuck all. The only time he started really performing was right before he got that contract. Honestly. I'm not even getting into this again because I don't want to hear his name ever again. I don't care what he does about Fenerbahce. He could kill it over there, I don't care. He didn't kill it over here when we had the chance. Right, Ozil was playing Fortnite, pulling sickies, went on. Yeah, exactly, we needed him most then, right, and he was too busy playing Fortnite. While we were winning the FA Cup, he was tweeting fucking videos about Fortnite. Just like to say, oi, fuck you. Right, I'm sorry, no. He didn't give two shits about this club. Emery didn't use it as an excuse because if he used it as... No, he didn't. I don't think he did. Right, because half the time, actually, Emery was sitting there saying he was playing well, he was doing well in training. So, why would you say that and then say, oh, he's off sick? No one cares about Arsenal. If you're new around here, subscribe, right? And you can banter us even more about it. Who do you support, TK? Who do you support? Love to know. Right. A lot of people that come with these comments and then they don't tell you who they support until, oh yeah, I support this club. And you find out they're going to support Spurs or something, and you're like, oh right, Mr. Irrelevance. Right, but yeah, if you're new around here, subscribe, right, hit the like button, hit the share button. West Ham, oh my god, don't talk. I know Lanzy21710, who's a nice regular on our channel, might have a go at me for this, but don't come near to me, right? Don't come near to me about irrelevance, right? West Ham, to be honest, quite good. I've been playing better than us this season, right? But West Ham have won a Premier League title. They haven't won 3 Premier League titles. They won 13 titles, 14 FA Cups, right? What did they win last year, right? Before anyone says I'm going back history merchant, right? The last time anyone could win any trophy was last season, so that's the most relevant, right? What did they win last year? There you go, sums it up, right? Don't talk to me about irrelevance. West Ham are actually in a race for top 4 too. I ain't in a race for top 4, right? The thing is, right, if we get top 4, everyone banters us for top 4 trophy. If anyone else gets it, like Leicester, Spurs, like Wolves, West Ham even in this fight, if they get it, it's a massive fucking achievement. That is why, but that's the reason for our, that's the cause of our success. Because of our success in our history book, top 4 is not good enough for a club like Arsenal. Facts. So these people sitting there saying, I'd happily take mid-table with this manager, right, and accept mediocrity as an Arsenal fan, what are you on about? You would never accept it under any other manager. You didn't accept it under Emery, so why are you doing it now? This is what I don't get. You didn't back Emery when we were falling into this and we were in transition. We're still in the same transition shit. So why didn't we back it with Emery? Why is it now that we blame the board for not getting the Zaha instead of, which is what Emery wanted, instead of Pepe? Why are we not blaming the board, right, for not backing him in his first season? Why are we not blaming the board for not giving him the right players? And he wanted a proper centre back. He didn't want David Luiz, but they gave him David Luiz because he was a cheap option because he already spent on Pepe, right? Why are we backing Emery on this, right? Why are we blaming the board on this and backing Emery, right? When now all we do is don't blame the board, but no, all we do now is blame the board, but back it Arteta. It's exactly the same. because Arsenal are no more a football club, they are a business wasting money. Yeah, what? Hi, Robert Jaguar, how are you? Arsenal, look, all football clubs are businesses, mate. They're all run now to make a profit, right? You see how Chelsea won. You might think they spend millions of pounds, but they earn that money. They earn that money. They sell their youngsters high value, and that's where they can spend high value and not actually pay that much in terms of transfers. Right? The only reason they had last season as a whole is because they had that saved from the previous transfer window. Right? So, and Man City are sort of the only club you can look at because of their owners. You can, right? But you could say that. But if you're going on that logic, TK, you say that about, and Robotic Jaguar could back me up here. You could say this about Man United. You could say it about Liverpool. You could say it about Spurs, right? Leicester even, right? You could probably say it is as well. But these clubs now, they're all designed to be self-sufficient. They have to be run as a business to be self-sufficient. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to function as a football club unless they have the owner like Man City pumping money into it. Right? Simple as that. That's what I'm saying. But does that mean, TK, right, that if you're going to just say that about Arsenal, by that logic, Man United are then also irrelevant. By that logic, Liverpool are irrelevant, right? If you're going by that logic. Ed Woodward is our chief executive. Yeah, well, that says it all, doesn't it? Right. We've got Conky as an owner, mate. We've got Josh Conky as an executive. What do you say? What do you think that says? Right. You look at Man United in their back room, right? This is what I did give Ollie credit, because he's left that cancer, right, of a board, right, not affect what's going on the pitch. Yeah, I actually do believe that, Robotic Junior. If you did, Robotic Jaguar. Wait, by the way, tonight is my Hot Off the Press show at 6 PM. So if you want to tune into that, we can discuss. We're discussing Jose's downfall, so you can have your input as a Man United fan of your experience with Jose Mourinho. I'd love to have you on the channel. But yeah. Plus anyone else, TK, if you want to come on, you can come on and have your say. Yeah, the Hot Off the Press show is, though this I focus mainly on about Arsenal, this channel always welcomes other fans and their opinions, and that's what Hot Off the Press show is about. It gives news in general as football. So, our power unit is fantastic. Right, let's get on with this.
Well, that's everything.
Isn't that Edu now, basically? Yeah, pretty much. And the problem is, Edu is like Arteta learning on the job, because he's not a natural choice, is he? He's not a natural choice of a director of football. He's never got this job in his life, right? So it's like Arteta, we're now training our this is what's worse and what's exposing our club. We are training a director of football and a manager at the same time. This would never have happened under David Dean's Arsenal, under Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, under the old regime where back in the day, George Graham, it would never have happened. Arsenal's board back then, when it was deciding to make a move for the new stadium, back in 2002, when they were finalising the plans right, with council meetings, they would have never, ever, ever dreamt of doing this with their new stadium and doing what we've done. If David D knew what Kroenke was going to do to us, he would have never brought him to the club. Because he wouldn't accept it. But you ask David Dean right now, right, in hindsight, do you regret introducing this club? He would undoubtedly say yes. He regretted it because he's killed our club. Right? It's just fucking annoying, right, that people accept this. Arsenal fans accept this. Why? Because you back the manager. So you accept this bullshit that goes on around Arsenal, this banterous mediocrity, because you want to back your manager. Fair play to you if you do, but where have your standards got to as an Arsenal fan? Would you have accepted this back in the day? No! I wouldn't have accepted it back in 2002 as a kid, right? Or 2004, right? My late father, who got me to be a, thank you, Robert Jr., means a lot. Back in the day, like, I would have never, my dad, late father, God rest him, he would have never accepted it, and he was born in 59. So he was in the team when we won the double in 71. So, yeah, man, it's just, don't get it. Actually, do you know what? If you guys want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this qualifying, guys. Right? I'm going to finish this qualifying and I'm going to do an hour stream on F1. Let's finish this stream, then I'm going to do an hour session on FIFA. So I'll do 2 broadcasts. How about that? If anyone though does have FIFA on PS 4 or 5, leave it in the comments and like comment with your PSN, and I will, because I can give my PSN to, actually I'll give you my PSN. What is it? It's Featley 1994. I believe that's it, isn't it?
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy.
Yeah. Right, there's my PSN account. If anyone wants to, go follow us on that, and you can
find yourself getting understeer,
give us a game of FIFA if you want.
Enough grip from the front tyres. It could mean that the car isn't being allowed to lean on the tyre, possibly caused by a front suspension that's too stiff, or maybe the front wing isn't producing enough downforce.
Flying lap. What can we do though? All we can do, I'll add that up. Yeah, man, definitely. You probably flash me, Chris, because I'm shit at FIFA. I'll play career mode, right? And I have to have, like, even. I play world class, but I need help. Just to control the settings. I need help with that, otherwise I'll come shit. That's how bad I am. And in terms of, I did use 500 million to help invest in a squad. And even then there's still stuff we've got to clear out and sort out. But then again, you can look at my lineup and see if I've done well or not. But yeah, as soon as I finish this. Hi Hannah, how are you? Where have you been? Right. Hannah, I'd love to get you on the channel sometime. And who do you support? Because I've never actually known who you support really. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this qualifying session. So I have some, and then I'm going to do another broadcast with FIFA. But yeah, keep sharing the videos, keep liking, subscribing. I play Legendary, you would probably crash. No, honestly mate, if you're playing Legendary, then I'm fucked. I am fucked. I support Man United. Oh no. Hannah, and I'm starting to like you. Oh, that's a shame. Right, me and you can have words. Nah man, it's all good, it's all good. I appreciate your support all the time. Alright Chris, you be easy on her, she's like supporting me from time. Sorry, hey, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Right, actually, right, I usually say this as a wind up because I do look at the stats, right, and the stats do show that Luke Shaw the last 2 seasons has been better on form than Tierney. But then again, I do say they're not that far off, right, and I do feel if Tierney was in a better team that wasn't failing, like Luke Shaw's in a better Man United side, he would do just as well, if not maybe better than Luke Shaw. But I'd like to know your debate on it. Where do you lie? Is it Luke Shaw or Tierney? That was poor. I hope I don't get done for that. There should be enough to get me through. Yeah, do you agree? Do you agree? Who's better?
So far is a 1:17.
But like I said guys, anyone that's still in the chat, when we get to 6, Tierney better than Shaw, in my opinion. That's your opinion, Chris. I wasn't asking you. You can tell me that later. Right? I'm trying to get it from Man United's perspective. Right, I say Tierney's better than Robertson, mate. But there you go. Fuck. Right? At the moment, I say Tierney's better than Robertson. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, Luke Shaw goes under notice. I personally think Tierney is a little better than Shaw. Is a bit better, but Shaw is really underrated. Yeah, Luke Shaw is really underrated. Maybe it's because he's an English left back. I don't know. But you say Tierney's a little better. Okay, then yeah, then right, then I like you a little bit more now. Look, everyone has like their own opinion. The facts do show that on form Shaw is better, but like I said, if Tierney was in a team that wasn't so shit as Arsenal's, he would be doing so much better offensively and defensively. Right? Because attacking wise, he can't do anything going forward if his forward line's shit. His midfield is shit. Like, that whole team's been appalling, and he's been one of us. And to be able to produce the levels he's been producing in that team is pretty remarkable, to be honest. That's why a lot of people rave about him so much at Tierney. But I won't sit here and say that Tierney, that Shaw's not a great player. He's fucking brilliant. He's really come of age the last 2 seasons. But we'll wait and see, because I think Tierney's still got he's still only 23 as well, so he's still got years to develop as a player. So we'll wait and see if Arteta's man management takes him to new levels, or supposed great man management, that is. I still have doubts over that. Right, let's quickly get this done. This one I've got to drive out because it preserves the tyre. Because this lap you will do now will be the starting tyres you will use if you get through to Q3. If you get through to Q3, the fastest lap you set the fastest lap time you set in Q2, the tyres that you use to set your fastest lap time in Q2 will be your tyres that you start the race on if you get to Q3. So yeah, big up. Let's see if we can do this. Quickly get through this. Let's get through this. Try and take a blue out of the tyre as possible. So if you don't turn the car, you don't use so much grip. Now we go. So optimum temperature. Let's go. Right, we're doing a FIFA stream after this, after lunch. winning. I won't write them off, but I seriously doubt it. The way they've been playing, but there you go. Oh, what's gone on here? Can you guys still watch this? Can you guys still hear me?
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 15.
Can someone tell me if you can still watch this, or is this gone now? Because if not, I'm going to have to stop it.
The track is pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
Alright, we can hear you, but we can only see you loading. I don't know what's going on, because it shouldn't be loading. I don't know why it's done that. Don't know what's happening. Why is this happening? Oh, you're joking. This happened before and I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it, man. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to end it there. Right, because I don't know why it's gone. But yeah, thanks for everyone that's tuned in. By the way, I did say after lunch I will do a FIFA stream. Hopefully that doesn't do that. But yeah, everyone, just keep your notification bells on so you know when it goes live, because I have to just drop it straight off the bat. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. Everyone have a good lunch and good day. Until then, I will see you. It'll probably be around 12:30, something like that. So yeah, something like around about 12:30, maybe earlier. But just keep your notification bells on, and then you'll know. And until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.